Tat'yana Avenirovna Proskuriakova was a Russian-American Mayanist scholar and archaeologist who contributed significantly to the decipherment of Maya hieroglyphs, the writing system of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization of Mesoamerica. Early life. She was born in Tomsk, in the Tomsk Governorate of the Russian Empire, to a chemist and his physician wife. The Russian Revolution forced the family to remain permanently. She was to visit Russia only once after that, to meet the Mayanist Yuri Morozov. She was devoted to a career in interpreting art, architecture, and hieroglyphic. While growing up, Tatьяна could read fluently at the age of 3. She had a talent for drawing and received lessons in art and watercolor. The family lived for a while in Ohio, and moved to the Philadelphia area before settling down in Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. Tatьяна did very well at school, was the editor of the school yearbook, and graduated valedictorian of her class. She spent a year studying at the University of Pennsylvania before graduating from the Pennsylvania State University in 1930. Initially educated as an architect, she later went on to work for Linton Satterthwaite and for the University of Pennsylvania Museum at the Maya site of Piedras Negras in 1936–37. The Piedras Negras site lies between Mexico and Guatemala. Traveling there was the start of her life's work, as she found a passion for studying the ancient Maya. She made a reconstruction drawing of the Piedras Negras Acropolis on her return to Philadelphia. Reconstructive archaeology. While enrolled in graduate studies at the University of Pennsylvania, Proskuriakoff prepared archaeological illustrations as a volunteer at the University Museum. Through her work with the museum's assistant curator of the American section, Linton Satterthwaite, Proskuriakoff received an invitation in 1936 to join the museum's excavation work at the Mayan site of Piedras Negras. Although Proskuriakoff never received a degree in the field of Maya studies, her dedication and ability for it led to her receiving positions at the Carnegie Institution in Washington, D.C., then later at Harvard University. Her position at Carnegie was procured when Sylvanus Morley saw the panoramic reconstruction on a visit to the museum. He was impressed, and prevailed upon her to make more for the Carnegie Institution of Washington. Unable to get the institution to hire her, he raised funds to enable Proskuriakoff to travel to Copan and Yucatan, which she did in 1939. Returning after she completed the drawings, she was given the post of a research associate at the institution in the early 1940s. She soon became involved in Maya hieroglyphs and made significant contributions to the understanding of Mayan written language. For example, her 1942 scholarly analysis of the hieroglyphics at the Tacalacabaj ruins in Guatemala established that the site was in part Maya, settling a debate at that time. Her greatest contribution was considered the breakthrough for Maya hieroglyphic decipherment in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Utilizing the theories of Yuri Morozov, she discovered that the writing on the monumental stela and other buildings was actually historical, dealing with the birth, accession, and death dates for the Maya rulers. Analyzing the pattern of dates and hieroglyphs, she was able to demonstrate a sequence of 7 rulers who ruled over a span of 200 years. Knowing the context of the inscriptions, Maya epigraphers were then able to decipher the hieroglyphs. She became honorary curator, Maya art, of the Peabody Museum in 1958. Tatiana Proskouriakoff died in Cambridge, Massachusetts, on August 30, 1985. She was 76 years old. She was buried at Piedras Negras in the structure J23, on Easter Sunday, in April 1998. A plaque in her honor shows her tomb. Awards and recognition. Alfred V. Keda Medal for Eminence in American Archaeology, 1962. Woman of the Year by Penn State, 1971. Order of the Quetzal, Guatemala's highest honor, 1984. Honorary Doctorate of Laws from Tulane University, 1977. Elected to membership in the American Philosophical Society, 1983. Published works. Proskuriakoff's publications include an inscription on a jade probably carved at Piedras Negras, Notes on Middle American Archaeology and Ethnology 2, 1944, an album of Maya architecture, 1946, Middle American at, 1950, a study of classic Maya sculpture, Carnegie Institute of Washington publication No. 593, 1950. Varieties of Classic Central Veracruz Sculpture, American Anthropology and History, LVIII, 1954. Historical Implications of a Pattern of Dates at Piedras Negras, Guatemala, American Antiquity 25, 1960. Portraits of Women in Maya Art, 1961. Lords of the Maya Realm Expedition Magazine IB 1961. Mayapan, Yucatan, Mexico, Carnegie Institute of Washington publication No. 619, 1962. Historical data in the inscriptions of Yaxcalan, Part 1 Estudios de Cultura Maya 3, 1963. Historical data in the inscriptions of Yaxcalan, Part 2 Estudios de Cultura Maya IV, 1964. Olmec and Maya art. Problems of their stylistic relation, Dumbarton Oaks Conference on the Olmec, 1968. Classic Art of Central Veracruz, Handbook of Middle American Indians, Volume 11, 1971. Jades from the Senator of Sacrifice. Maya History, 1993. Graphic designs on Mesoamerican pottery. Maya calendar round dates such as 9 House 17 Mol. The Maya. An Introduction.